they recording my voice? I don't know. I don't want the open camera. I know that. Shake to stop recording. We don't want to do that. Okay, so this is like the third video. Okay. Um, Good news is I'm doing better at work. That's the good news. But to make sure I made it to work, I had to hang out at work. I think I told you that in the last video. I don't even know where it left off. I was just telling you that we're focused on the wrong shit. If we just want to work together, we can. Like everybody wants some fucking Gucci, well fine. When we divvy up shit and we decide what basic stuff is, Gucci can be a part of that. Whatever the fuck name you want to fucking claim as special and unique other than Jesus or you or your children, you go ahead and choose that as mandatory clothing for everybody. That way you get that out of the way and we can just have some clothes. Like, are you kidding? Have you seen what clothes look like? I don't even watch TV. Like, I don't have to. Like, I can't. I find out about stuff and I don't want to know more. I know enough. I know that if we wanted to change as a world, we could do it in less than a day. We could do it in less than a fucking day. You want the Ukraine? Fine. Will you please let the people go to Europe? We don't want anybody to die. You can have that part of you back. Because I'm pretty sure that used to be part of Russia. And I don't know if you've ever been to Russia. I haven't. But you know what I do know about Russia in movies? It's always cold. And I'm not getting the cold. And if I lived in Russia, you know what? I want to be somewhere different too. And I'm not defending them, but I'm just think about it, dude. Like, you got mountains, seasons over here, and they got cold, dude. Cold and oil. If they didn't have that damn oil, they wouldn't have nothing. Like, really. Now, I already told you guys, if you don't start drilling into the planet, I don't give a fuck what happens to the human race. Like, I'm here for souls anyway. We're saving love. If you don't want to stand up for yourself and you're happy being slaves, I can't make you fight. That's what I realized. Like, that's what Caden had to realize. Like, I thought I was here to lead, like, a war. There's no point in fighting it. You want to be this way? That's fine, but we don't as God. So we're going somewhere else. You can have this place. I don't know what you think you're going to be doing important when you don't have God's focus on you, because that's what existence is. But whatever it is, no one will know, because they're off being God, and everything else is not existing. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's like Shinedown said, how did you love? Like, it's really cool because, okay, so when I pick things to play, like especially these videos, I can't create stuff like that. Like, you just see me try to create some stuff. It's painful. I get sidetracked all the time. I don't always know what the hell I'm doing. And sometimes I just throw things away. Like, just throw them away. Like, I'll spend a whole bunch of time doing it, or you'll never see it. You have no idea how much information I have written down just because I had to get it out, but I couldn't share it with you because I already was sharing too much. Like, people were already pushing me away because I was tweeting like 70 times a day. And Twitter was not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, man. Hey, have you checked out this place? You know, it's supposed to be like short little conversations. And here I am when I don't know what the 100 and something characters were. But that's really hard. If you look at my 2013 Facebook, all right, I just think it's amazing. Like, first, you can see me struggling with, like, knowing that there's multiple letters. Like, in the word lesson or whatever, you can have two S's for whatever reason. Like, I guess you need a reminder to hold the S long enough to make that word when you say it. I don't know, but it's there anyway. It's just like, it represents you and your relationship with God. S and S, S and zero, whatever the fuck. Like, once you decide zero's God, well, zero became a one. You gave it a designation. Now it's not nothing to you because you recognize it as something, and it becomes a one with you. That's how you become one with God. And really, you just got to know, you're the one responsible for all your actions. Doesn't matter what the hell you're doing. Everything you say, everything you say, everything you do generates and spread your influence throughout everywhere you go. Just like that. You know what it's called. You call it your aura or whatever. I can't see it. It doesn't matter. I know when I'm being myself, I can't talk to people. Do not engage. Apologize. 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 Because I will just say the truth sometimes if I'm really tired. And it'll seem like I'm being the biggest dick. But I'm not. You just see me tired. You know I'm tired. You know I need sleep. And you're just watching me do it to see if I can do it. And I'm not mad about it, but when I get tired, I'm going to ask for a break. And that's what I did today. It was a really good day. It was busy. Yesterday, whatever day. What day was it? I don't know. I think today, I don't know. I'm going to have to look, guys. That's how bad it is. Okay, I already knew that. Okay, today's the 2nd. So that's 6/6. How did I get that? For some reason, March equals 4. I don't fucking know why. Because when I was keeping track of the calendar for 2020, like to close the heart of God, I was like, dude, October does not equal 10 in numerology. And I was having like errors and shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my God. That's not the real number of the month? Are you kidding? We can't even have that? No, you can't make it important. That's what it is. Like, numerology is very, very useful because I'm using it as logic. Like, here's the thing. Everybody knows numerology. Not only that, there are certain types of numerology. And I'm making it clear which one is true. Like, I only use one type of numerology. I only mention it in general so that you know this is the way to count these numbers because it's significant to what they mean. S is the presence of God's focus, its existence. That's what S really symbolizes. It's basically like the nothing in between your cells so that your cells can be individual cells. The nothings of space in between us that we just think is air, distance, whatever with our sight. God's all that shit. Or else you wouldn't be able to do anything. Anything. And God is trying to salvage love in itself. God has found love in itself, and it's like, you know what? We don't have to do this other shit. Like, just because people believe that we're everything, we have a free will too. And we haven't done this long enough. And you know what? I thought I was alone. I know that's like weird, but just trust me. When I was speaking to you guys, okay, for one, the very first person who responded to Carbon Copy, oh my God, I had to apologize. Like, if you watch the interactions with me and other people, holy shit, what's the percent at? I don't know. Timeout. Anyway, my very first interaction was with this dude. I don't know. He was like, I don't know. He associated us, me, Carbon Copy is me. Like, if the soul of God was a human being, that's what I am. Like, I'm out here, I'm just like, dude, everything's fucked up. I can't fix anything. Every time I try to tell people shit, they're just like, no, it's okay if I don't wash my hands. Fuck it. You know? Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Okay, I mean, really, it doesn't. As long as the other person's clean, I guess. But it kind of does. Because there's really a lot of nasty shit out there. So it depends on if you want to think about it or not. And honestly, you're not going to make it through life if you worry about everything you should worry about. You should never get in a car and drive. Especially under the influence of alcohol. Ever. And if it's really a big deal, why don't we just not let you drive at all? Like, fuck it. Like, most bars are within walking distance. Like, you cannot drive to a bar. Fuck that. Fuck that. Too many people have died. We're not doing that anymore. Nope. Everybody's got to walk if you want to go to a bar. Why do you even have a bar? Why don't you just have, like, a normal place that's not stressful? You don't have to get tore down. You can just go talk, say, hey, you want to hook up? Like, this one I'm into. You know, like, I'm just being straight up. Like, if you want to do that, like, on a regular basis, if it works out the first time, there you go. You don't even need a fucking relationship. You just need a dedicated person to give you TLC when you need it. Because this world gets really lonely. And you need to know that you can go to somebody for whatever you need. And really, it's God. Like, Just let God be everything good in your life, because that's what God is. And even if you don't realize it, that's what God's always been. Like, God has suffered every pain you've been through. God has watched everything you do, because God has been a part of that as a part of you. And when you realize that, you just realize, you know what, I'm not worthy of any of this shit. I'm so sorry I wasted my life. What do I do to make it better? And if you don't feel like that when you first meet God, just by like reaction, your soul was way more pure than mine. Because I was ashamed. I was ashamed to be who I was when like I actually realized, you know what? Wow, you've been here the whole time. I thought you'd punish me. Not in a bad way, I just thought I did something bad. I mean, why else would I be here suffering all the time? I mean, really, I was just super emotional. Like, super duper emotional. I didn't even realize I was adopted. Okay, look. Timeout. This battery says it's at 7%. Like I said, the more I interact with you, the less I can see. Because I have to stay awake longer so that I don't focus on the bullshit. Like, I'm just running on main systems. Like, I can never run on automatic, I know that. Like, it's like Incubus says, you need to drive. If you don't drive, you're not going to make it. Like, it is willful action. If you're not driving, you're never going to make it. Like, you're just not. You can't be on autofollow, because human beings do whatever the fuck they want to do. Like, I'll tell you one thing. It doesn't matter how much you plan. It doesn't matter how much you fucking plan. Butterfly Effect, that great movie. Great fucking movie. Thank you, Ashley. But anyway, that's exactly how it is. If you try to go back anywhere to fix something, you already fucked up. Because that's in the past. So it doesn't matter what you do, it's already in the past. That shit happened. Obviously, it didn't work out because you're still in the same situation. And it's hard to realize that. And a lot of civilizations are stuck in these loops. They think they're going forwards, but really it's because they've forgotten knowledge and they're devolving. If you use a smart device and you call it your smart device, you're insulting yourself. Okay? I just want you to know that. The human mind has no limitations except the limitations that we put on it. Isn't that what Doctor Strange shit says? Like, the multiverse and stuff like that. Well, let me tell you, they put limitations on it right from the get-go. There's this rumor that we only use 10% of our brains. You know what? They don't even know where your fucking mind is. If you look at psychology, nothing is exact science. They're basically like, okay, well, they have these symptoms, so it must be this. Let's call it this with this group of symptoms. Because if you take away the names, it's just like a lot of shit that's kind of the same. Why is it affecting so many people? Like, if you take bipolar, and you take schizophrenia, and you take manic depression, ADHD, anything, and put it all together as just mental health, you'll realize that, you know what? Do you know why these people are fucked up in the head? Because this world is fucked up and everything's wrong. That's what you realize. Like, you realize, you know what? It's not sunny. Hardly ever. Because people shit on me all the time. Whether it's like just talking to their friend and I'm just a random victim because I'm like a lower class citizen, or like that person who works there, or some bullshit like that, like negative energy from nowhere. I didn't earn that. Or maybe I did, I don't fucking know. Like, I try not to earn negative energy. I don't pay it forward. I pay attention to what I'm doing as best I can, so that I am always being loved, because that's the only way to do it. Like, that's what I learned. So here's what I'm going to do. Listen, these videos are... Today I decided, dude, are you really going to do this? Like, are you really going to, like, expose yourself like this? And I'm just like, dude, I already given everything. I've given you everything. And then when I run out, I make up more shit. Everything that we share with you is unique. No one else has that information. It didn't come from anywhere. We took all that stuff, put it together. We took all your knowledge that you had out there, the movies, the messages, the quotes, the numerology that we're using as a law right now. Dude, those are Legos, and those are the only ones you have. And I know what they mean, and no one has ever asked me. So that means if I decide it means something else because something else comes up, then it's free to be that. And that's exactly how God is. God stays undefined so it can become what it needs to become, so that you're going to be okay. or at least have a chance. Otherwise, you're all dead. You're all dead. Like, if God leaves you, you might as well not be living because you're already running on automatic. Everybody wants to be like everybody. Oh, like a team. Like, okay, look, I'm going to tell you right now. I only play one sport, and it's not a sport. It was cross country. And the thing about cross country is when I used to run cross country, okay, I didn't see the images of these things, but I would like feel the presence of like these other two beings. One was like a female, and like the other one was not a male. I just know that. That's all I can tell you. But they would run with me, like, and they would talk to me, and it taught me how to breathe through the pain. Like, it's very simple stuff, but it was 3.1 miles down in like the heights. I don't know. I think I did in high school. It's kind of brutal, dude. Let me tell you, when you're running cross country, it's gonna be cold a lot, and I don't do good in the cold. Like, I don't. I just don't. And it's just because, you know what? I don't do good in the warm either. Like, I'm like, what? Okay, why does the temperature keep changing? Oh, because people can change their fucking minds. You know what? I'm gonna do good today. You know what? Fuck that. I don't even care about good. Fuck it. Fuck it. That dude shit on me. Fuck everybody. It's like, whoa, dude. Like, I'm sorry I didn't put enough ice cubes in your soda, but I'll make sure I'll get it right next time. That's it. Because if I want to fight you, I have to kill you. I'm old. Like, I don't fight to win. Like, if it comes to physical blows, like, I have to try to kill the person. Are you fucking kidding me? If I get the advantage, I got to take it because people have weapons and I don't. I don't carry weapons for my own safety and your safety. Because if I don't have my love, like, shield up, like, if someone attacks me, I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Are you kidding? I just gave you $20 extra on top of whatever the fuck I gave you just because. So that you know God loves you. Like, sometimes I say shit like that just so you fucking know why I'm doing it. Because, dude. Only so many people appreciate that. I don't care about the money. But knowing I can trust you to, like, actually, like, be straight with me, that's dope. Because I don't find that many people. And I'll spend as much money as it takes to do that. Because that's more important to me. Like, I don't want a whole bunch of people around me. People are like, why don't you come hang out? I'm like, because I don't want to hang out with people I don't know. Like, I don't know why you guys do, but I surely don't. Like, fuck that. I'd rather be comfortable with myself or someone I know, or, you know what? I don't like a whole bunch of people. Because people aren't honest. And I am. Like, if you ask me a question, oh my God, my wife, she didn't hate having company, but one of my wife's friends, one of Melissa Dawn Collins is Barnes, my wife, she's still my wife. And we had like, man, okay, let's see how much time there is. I don't know how much time is left, but I have to look. I've only been talking to you for 17 minutes. Look, this is the third video. I pretty much told you any of the information you need to know is in the first two. I have no idea where the second one cuts out because I'm just going to tell you. I'm running into the nothing. Like, when I say you can't follow me, it's because I'm making the path as we go. I'm not setting any fucking thing. The destination is eventually God's heart. So, you know what? How we get there doesn't matter as long as we get there. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get us there. I promised I would all these years. I swore I would. I swore I would. You know what I had to do when I was married to Melissa? At one point in time, she reached the criteria that we needed. We needed a woman to believe that she could be the Lord God. Like, that's what we needed. That's exactly what Melissa Dawn did. That's what makes her special. And I'll tell you how we met or whatever. It's weird. It's not weird. It's shit that I did. Like, shit that actually happened. When I realized that I had been, like, causing the emotional rift between me and Caitlin, like, oh my God, I think she played that Decode song, like, How Do We Get Here or whatever, and she makes such beautiful things. She made a little quote with her picture, and and you know, that was her little thing that she would share. And I played that song so many times and cried so hard because I realized fuck, man. I was playing World of Warcraft and working at McDonald's, sometimes flirting with people, which is really fucked up. Like, what? You know what? I wasn't awake yet. That's not an excuse, but I'm just saying these are things I would do. And when I was with Caitlin, one of the things that happened is she prayed before we watched the Passion of the Christ. Like, I don't watch religious movies because it's all about war, period. And you know what? I don't like the way you portray Jesus. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Because how do you think Jesus stopped someone, like a mob of people, with his voice from throwing stones at one woman? Like, what do you think he really fucking said? Like, think about modern times. Like, what do you think Jesus said to those people? He said, I fucking dare you. Pick one up right now. Do it. Do it. Like, he might not have said that, but I'm going to tell you that's what his attitude was. Like, I fucking dare you. Like, that's how God is. Like, fuck that shit. Like, we do not care about bullshit. Like, do you understand? Do you not understand? And what it came down to was Jesus, whatever, male, female, I'm just going to tell you, if you're keeping track of male and female, you're already fucking up because it's a unit. Like, they work together. Actually, if you look at the word female, it's right there for you. By two. And the FEMA part is just like exactly what you guys define FEMA as. I just take what you already define. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a female right there. That's what a female should be. Female. Not the fucked up, corrupt one, but like what it's really supposed to be. Like what is got down on paper that it fucking supposed to do before all the laws. Like fuck a law if it stops you from helping somebody for free. I'm not trying to be an anarchist, but I'm like, really, guys? You're gonna stand by and videotape people while they're getting the shit beat out of them by bullies, by fucking people you know that are gonna fucking hurt them. You know they're gonna get hurt. And you don't fucking care. You just want to show your friends. Like you think that's okay? Okay. I'm not gonna tell you different. You stick to your guns. That's a Sick Puppy song. Like you do what you do because I'm not talking to those people. Like they already decided that. Fuck it, man. You know what? If that's what coming, fucking I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care what happens to me. Fuck it. I don't need to know where I'm going. I don't need to know if I have a soul. I'm not even thinking about that shit. You know what I'm thinking about? That bitch over there. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck her tonight. Alright. You do what you do. I'm not being jealous. I'm just being real. Like, you go ahead and you do that. You do that. You fuck with that woman's emotions. Like, I will tell you one thing about a woman. Like, my wife is dangerous. Melissa Dawn is crazy. Like, when it comes to, like, battles, like, look. I have to constantly remind her every time that, okay, once we became married, I'm on your team. Like, I am on your team. So no matter what I do, I am on your team. And if your marriage isn't like that, it's not a marriage. Like, a marriage is a pact that, you know what, we can do this together. That's it. That's what a marriage is supposed to be. A promise to each other that we can make it through this together. And if it's not, then you're fucking up. If you're marrying for any other reason, I don't know why. Like, that's the only one that matters. And it doesn't matter who you fucking marry, does it really? Does it really? Does it matter that you love your dog more than your daughter? I mean, do you really want to keep track of stuff like that? Your bags, your clothes, your shoes, your fucking money? Like, do you really want to keep track of little shit like that? I don't think so. Like, you don't want to do that with Karma. She will fuck you up. She'll be like, oh, okay. Well, when you spent that $20 on food, if you would have just sent, according to the TV, that $20 one time a month, you could have saved all those children. You could gave them water. I don't know why it's $19.99 a month. I really don't. Because either you fucking care or you don't. It's that simple. If you care about money to help somebody, you're a fucked up person. Like, you think life-saving treatment should cost anything? Do you really? You agree with that? You're not gonna make it. I'll tell you right now. You're done, dude. It's over. After you die here, it's over. It's over. God's done with that shit. Like, you don't care about people, like, in general. You care about other bullshit. You want to watch some fucking game. You want to watch some game while your wife's in there, like, crying because you just beat the fuck out of her. But it's okay. Nobody knows. She's not going to tell anybody. Fuck it. Fuck it. God's there the whole fucking time. So I don't know what you think you're going to tell yourself when, like, you face the God version of yourself that was trying to talk to you. but you kept wanting to get fucked up and you didn't pay attention. You're like, you know what? I'll do that lesson last. Okay. So you don't find out about what happens after these short little years for the rest of eternity last. Well, it's a big fucking cycle. It was. It was a big cycle. And we're like, you know what? Fuck this. No more. Never again breaking Benjamin. Like, fuck that. In 2020, we stopped that shit. It started over. Here's what happened, dude. Okay, so when I realized I was the cause of my breakup with Kaylin, okay, you know what? Any woman that's been with me, God bless you forever. Because I don't want to say I'm a difficult person to be with, but there's no one like me. And I am the fucking ocean. Like, I had to become the ocean because I was getting hurt. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck your water. I'm just going to put mine everywhere. That's what I had to do. I had to do it. I had to if I wanted to survive. Otherwise, all this other bullshit's going to try to drown you. That's why the more fucked up I am, the more I can let go of the things that don't really matter, and I can tell you about real shit. Like, I'm not going to tell you about what happened at my job, and it's going to tell you a rough fucking day. But I did it. And just by getting through it, no matter what people thought about me, I thought they were judging me. You know what? They were cheering me on in their little hearts. I don't know how they really think. I will never know how they really think. I can't think about that. I can't think about that. The only thing I can judge about how they feel about me is how they're treating me. That's their interactions with me. And if I'm trying to judge them off anything else that I think about them, I'm already fucking up. Like, people show you who they are all the time. All the time, every moment of every day of every life. And if you pay attention, you'll know who your friends are, because they don't have to fucking remind you that you've been friends 10 years. You might celebrate that shit, but it's not, you know I'm your friend, dude. Like, really? You just explained to me why you don't have what you're supposed to have, but you don't walk out of here with what I promised. Like, I'm not even talking about the other shit. I'm just talking about anything. Like, oh, you need that $5 back? Like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but I was like, damn, dude. Well, when you bought lunch, I told you I wasn't hungry. Like, I told you, nah, man, I'm good. You're like, nah, man, let me get you something. Like, damn, okay. I don't want to insult a gift. That's what they say. You don't take generosity or insulting somebody. I'm just like, dude, I don't fucking know you. And I'm not your bitch. So you don't need to buy me anything. And it's not any kind of man shit. It's just, okay, here is what the difference is between an alpha and something that's not an alpha. And I'm not bragging, okay? An alpha is constantly being itself. That's what makes it the alpha signature. Because everything else has the same signature except the fucking alpha. Like, in general. So, okay. The reason I'm the alpha is because I'm not on some man shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I barely want to be human. Like, do you think I'm keeping track of man? God's inside of me. So all those, okay, you only see 4, right? I think there's a video where I have like all these emails. The reason I have to keep making emails is to make these other accounts. And you're like, why the fuck would you make these other accounts? Because, I'll tell you, in the Sword of Truth, he has to partition his mind to save a part of himself, right? But it's exactly the opposite with this information. If I try to hold the information in its own compartment, guess what? It gets overloaded. Because it's infinite information, there's nowhere to fucking put it. And it just keeps coming. So either I deal with the information, that's why I started sending it to you guys, so there's records of it everywhere, and you can decipher it very easily, because I told you. The timestamp is what makes it real. Once I timestamp something, it's real. It doesn't matter what you think of the timestamp. Everybody knows what a timestamp is in legal documents and everything else. I'm just using what you already have out there. Why would I change anything? I have to follow these laws. Like, everybody has these religions and these beliefs based on these fucking laws. Everybody has their own idea of what they think God is. And that traps God into being that for that person. Like, if that's all you think God is, guess what? That's all you're ever going to think God is, because you have that right. But when you find out the truth, and you realize how much of a part you played in everything, I don't know if you're going to be able to forgive yourself for all the stuff you've done. Because I know I couldn't. I know I couldn't. I know I couldn't. Because I wanted to die almost my whole life. Just because I was always in pain. Like, if I hurt somebody, I would not forgive myself. Like, dude, okay, I was young. I was a virgin when I was with Candy. And there's this girl, I don't even fucking know her name. Anyway, I did this thing where I like massage people's like girls' hair or whatever, and it's relaxing. It fucks up your hair and knots it up and shit, but it's really, really relaxing. And they loved it. And I'm just okay. I'm in a weird place, so I haven't had any kind of sexual. Okay, that's not true, but I can't tell you who that was, and nothing ever happened because I got scared, and that's the truth. Like I'm just like, you know what? Nope, abort. And so I wasn't like that, but like as a kid, that's okay. It's just weird. They don't even talk about it until like it's a certain age. So they're like, okay, if you don't know about it, it's kind of like what? But I don't feel that, but I'm going to, and it's okay. Like I don't. Okay, wow. I'm just telling you, it's kind of a shock. I don't know if it was a shock for you. No, you're probably used to it. You're like, oh yeah, puberty, whatever that is. Yeah, I get it. Well, you know what? My parents are very creative. They were very good parents. I was raised in a perfect family environment. I was adopted when I was 3 months old, but I didn't know I was adopted until after I was 13. And I still didn't have a problem with it because I was still a kid. Like I was still a kid. Like I maintained my innocence because we were a military family. So the thing I will say about the military is that the family members stick together. And the reason I say the family members is because for some reason the soldiers are always competing. Like, no, dude, no. I need to be your best fucking friend so we can make it through this together. Like, if they tell us to do some bullshit, we gotta stand together and say, no, fuck that. You do it. You fucking do it. You do it, then I'll do it. Fuck you. I'm not doing that shit for you. I'm not gonna do that. That's fucking wrong. I mean, I'm not judging you on that. But as a soldier, if you listen to an order, you you accept responsibility for whatever that order was. Like you're agreeing to it, especially if you fucking do it. Like, and that's hard to forgive yourself for. You just have to let that go. I'm telling you. Like if you hold that against you, you will never make it. I don't know what song it is. Shit, man. I do know what song it is, but I don't have time to find it. I have all the time in the world. I just don't want to go do that anymore. You don't realize how many videos I've shared with you. No one else on the internet is doing that with anybody. No one else has a collage of other people's artwork and videos and words and visions and stories telling you all the same shit about the stuff they're trying to teach you that you can't find anywhere else. I can tell you that about me. That's all I can fucking say. If you look at every single one of the things I created, they're all unique. You should read what I wrote about death. It's pretty much true. Like, that's what I was kind of scared of. Like, not scared, it's just like, okay, so when I die, I'm going to go back to God. Like, that's what some people believe. Because I studied, like, magic. I was trying to find magic. I didn't realize what it really is that I was looking for. I was looking for God. But, you know, you want to call it whatever you want, but it came down for me. I needed to know what was real about God. Like, I'm like, you know what? They never finished that course about it, so I think I might have slept through it because that's why I got all D's and an F. Candy was pregnant in high school. She was like, Candy is amazing. I don't even know where they are, but I know that they spent time in Israel. And I don't hate Israel because that would not allow me to be true love. I need to feel a certain way about everything the same way. That's what makes me a protector. Like, okay, if you think you're loved and you let a child get hurt in front of you, you let somebody hit their fucking kid in public in the store, whatever the fuck you do, dude, you think you won't know that? You think the God with you didn't see that or wasn't a part of that and wasn't like, oh, damn, dude, why don't you do something? Oh, you didn't hear that voice? You might want to get in contact with them because I think you might be lost. And I'm not talking about a conscience. Like, if you don't talk to yourself and review what you've done throughout the day, you're probably fucking up and spreading a lot of bad shit. All the demons in creation all came from things that were not demons. Demons were not a fucking thing. Demons were not a thing. Demons weren't a thing until we came down here looking for God. Like, basically, here's what happened. Okay? I don't know how to explain it, so I'm going to use the male version. Let's use the story of Jesus. This is what happened. Jesus is like, you know what? Jesus is just true love, okay? Jesus is a truth in God, and God decides it's universal truth. So God's like, oh, you need to know the truth? Right here. Right here. Here's the truth. This is what you need to focus on. This is the only truth. Because there's only one truth. There's not multiple truths. Like, all the truths go together. Like, none of the truths are going to, like, none of the truths are going to say something that's not true. So if the truth is a certain thing, there will be no contradictions. And if you look at everything I said, there will be no contradictions. And if you follow how I evolve and change in the ways I'm interacting with people and what I'm doing and the things I'm attempting to share, there's no one else out there doing that. There's beautiful music. There's this, there's that. And you know what? That wasn't enough. Like, it was enough. You don't need enough. You just need to know it worked. Like, once you're thinking about, well, did I have enough power to do something? You already fucked up. You know what? You should never question yourself. And I'm not talking about crazy shit. I'm talking about, like, oh, you want to manipulate the area around you? Okay, change the type of person you are and the type of energy you're sending out, and focus on what you're sending out and make sure that's what you want to be, because that's what you are. Whatever energy you send out, when all this shit collects in your, it basically is like your webs. So when you interact with people, that shit's part of your soul. Like, they have a piece of you or whatever, their relationship with you, within them, if they're hanging on to any memories, because that's what a memory is. So someone else's love within you that you're holding on to, keeping it safe. If you have a memory of a dead loved one, you know what? They don't have to be dead. You can just let them live with you in your heart. In your heart. That's what makes you a human. You have a soul. You can hold other souls. And not only that, you can give things souls, and you know you can. Your favorite teddy bear. Your favorite car. I don't know, but I call this shoe Layla. I don't know why you would name a shoe, but you know what? I apologized to my bike the other day because I had to leave it at Taco Bell in the rain, because it was pouring down fucking rain. I was like, okay, I'm gonna barely make it wherever I go. I don't know where I'm going to go because I was drenched, and I didn't want to have to take my bike with me because I had to bring it back. It slows me down because I can't ride it in pouring down rain. So I left it there. And plus, I was like, it was one of the last days I was talking to you, so it's hard to shut down. It's hard to stop being like everything and just be, I don't know. I want to be just me. Like, I focus on being loved. Like, I don't focus on being anything else. I don't have to say, you know what, we're going to be loved today. Fuck that. That's my lifetime goal. If I make a mistake, I try to correct it on the spot. You should see me. Today, I thought I was messing up so bad at work. I went on break. I got lost. Okay, so remember I told you in the other videos that my boss does not like me talking to myself out loud. And I understand why, because I realized that I do it the whole fucking time. Now, that's amazing, isn't it? But I made a promise one time that I told you guys, was like, you know what? If you get me this and this, I will go on live TV and stay on until you run out of questions. That's what I offered when I first had all this information. And I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I didn't know what it meant, but I knew I had to get it out because it was inside of me and it didn't fit. I was like, a human being can't take all this. Well, you better find a fucking way because it's coming and there's more. It's like, what? It wasn't like that, but that's how I've lived my life. Like, it was overwhelming. Like, I had all these fucking, it wasn't numbers. It's not like that. It's like all this information that I can glean from, like, everything had a fucking message. Anytime I looked at something, it had a hidden message. Oh shit, you know what? My wife even said, you know what? Every movie can't be about you. Yeah, it is. It's about human experiences. I'm just going to tell you that right now, but that's what it turned out to be. Anytime some kind of movie came out and there was like anything similar, and I have lots of examples. I love Sucker Punch. How much time? I don't know. Let me look, okay? Sucker Punch is one of the most awesome fucking movies I have ever seen. It is so unique. There's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it. But I don't know how many other movies you can say that about, because that's the only one I know. We notice unique things. because there's hardly anything unique. Everybody's chasing some like image. Like, what? Why do you even need an image? Just be you. Like, just be you, because it's not fucking safe. I'll tell you right now, it's not safe to be all lovey-dovey. You're gonna get fucked up. Someone's gonna hurt you, because that's not cool in this world. They don't give a fuck about love. The only reason they keep you around is because you make babies. And you know what? They learn how to make babies. So they're done with you guys. Like, you can tell by the way they treat you. You know what they did with COVID? I can't tell you, because they'll ban this fucking radio. So I just have to let you know that I'll tell you this. They didn't do it, you did. This is what you guys did. When COVID hit, despite the flu, everything else, whatever, AIDS, fuck that. Oh, AIDS, you get it for life and you can die. Fuck it. But for COVID, we're gonna hide in our house. You know what? Just lock this shit down. Fuck it. Fuck it. Oh, someone was fucking a monkey and brought AIDS to the United States. Shit. Now I can get it through sex. Oh no. But I can't get rid of it. Another one? Oh, and it may kill me because it takes out my white blood cells. You know those awesome fucking people that fight random germs every day inside of you? Like, whoever those heroes are, and whatever names you give them, oh, you don't know them? Damn. I guess you're different. I'm just kidding. It's not like that, but it could be. Every little thing inside of you is existing just like you are existing within God. Every representation you see in the earth, in the planet, the earth, which is constantly changing and adapting to what you're doing to her, but you don't know, oh, she's dying. No, dude, you did that. Like, she was beautiful there, and you fucking did that. When you had to have your rocks in your gyms. When you had to suck out her lubricant for her muscles. Because, you know what? It's just rock. It's not important. All this shit not working together to keep us alive, that's impossible. Okay, obviously, we need to redefine logic. Because that's what the problem is. And that's what we've done. I'm not being arrogant, but people believe some bullshit. And not only that, when they say it and they really, really mean it, I had to realize it's over, dude. Stop talking to that person. It's gonna come down to blows. For one, it might not come down to blows, but I'll tell you right now, you're not gonna change that person's mind. And you shouldn't be trying to change anybody's mind but your own. Here's the thing, dude. Like, that's what Z reminded. Okay, I did pray for Z, the zero I met at my job today, because he had a seizure. And it was the first time I actually prayed for someone by name other than someone I've been in a relationship with that I can remember for my whole life. And I'm 45. So I care. Because when I met him, I was like, holy shit. I've been talking about zero for years, and you're zero. And you know what Zero did? He said, I can't help you. Like, I was like, hey, when I start doing all this stuff, will you help me? Like, he told me his history, stuff like this. I was amazed. I was like, holy shit, you've been there this whole time. It doesn't matter. It's not like that. It's just like we met when it was time. Because I was like, all I was numbers, and I couldn't stop posting those numbers. And I'm just like, okay, just keep defining stuff this way. And I'm like, what the fuck? And basically they told me, like, I'm just reaffirming, like, the program that we already put in. Like, in 2020, we already programmed everything to end and then cycle everything by love. Like, we already did that. And we told you December 31st, 11:59:59, because we don't know. I didn't realize you had hundreds of seconds. I might have put 99 because I was, like, on the ball in 2020 because it was everything I had. I took a break. Like, I mean, I didn't stop caring about you. I started caring more about me, and that was a mistake too. Because when I'm focused on me, guess what? I find a lot of pain. So I don't need to focus on me. Like, not in that way. And I have to keep putting myself down. If you think about, this is what I told somebody, okay? They asked me, no, I told them, how do you think I get from heaven to hell? Like, if I'm telling you, okay, Twitter, okay, what? Black is king? I don't even want to talk about that. I'm sorry we had that argument. I should have never had that outburst, Beyonce. But for real, like, you really fucking went there? Like, I told them that they can have their own black species. That's what I fucking told them when I heard that black is king phrase. Like, I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, it's not okay that you, like, okay, you have a black Hogwarts. I think you do. I heard someone say it and I said, that's too far. They've taken it too fucking far. It can't just be a unique story about a boy with a mark. It's gotta fucking be black too. Don't get me started on racism. Because if you keep track of racism, that's not brotherhood right there. It's not brotherhood. So which one you want to fucking follow? Like, that's what it comes down to when it comes down to, like, are you loving, are you not? Like, I'm not like, oh no, you didn't kiss your wife 8 times a day. Are you fucking kidding? Do you love her? Do you care about her? Do you hurt when she hurts? Do you want to make it better? Because if you do, guess what? You're loved. There's hope for you if you want to hold on to hope, or you can just do your best to be loved. Because I'm telling you right now, the only thing God is keeping is love. We don't want to be anything else. Fuck all this shit. It doesn't have to be this way. You decide every day that, you know what? I'm going to work for this money, even though I'll never have enough. Even though I never have enough to get everything I want, but I can I can fucking work towards it and maybe earn it. Because I guess I wasn't worth it. I wasn't worth it when I was less than whatever the fuck you are working your job. I guess you weren't worth all the things you have. You didn't deserve them, I guess. I don't know how the world works. Like, the fact that you're living, like, God, like, okay, let's try this soul again. That's what's really fucking going on. God's like, well, maybe I can get through this time. I'm not going to tell you it's that intimate because it will fucking break you. But it is. You just have to realize it. And you have to get past that shit. So take your time getting there. But the longer you take to get there, the more shit you have to get past. And my suggestion is you make sure that you go with people. Like, I'm not saying you need to experience someone's pain. I'm saying someone needs to know that you're going to be in pain. You're like, shit, dude. Okay. I stopped ignoring stuff and I started really looking at shit, and it really is fucked up. Like, do you see it? And if they don't talk to that person about it. Don't fucking push it on them. Because I'm not saying it like, you know, you're not going to change your mind. Like, save yourself the trouble and maybe save them the trouble. Because maybe they don't have any fucking clue about what's going on. This is what Rachel said. I call her Ray. But she's an old soul. She's been around forever. And she is suffering. She is fighting. And she is still fighting despite everything that happens to her. And it's like, okay, like, I'm not calling myself strong because you're fucking strong. Like, how do you even do it? I just want to lay down. I don't even want to go to work tomorrow. I'm not saying that, but there were times where I was like, you know what? Just let me lay here. If I lay here long enough and don't eat, will that be enough? Of course not. I can't do that. Thank God, since I, like, dedicated myself to this, I don't feel that way. Except, yeah, I really do. I want to rest. I don't want to suicide. I don't want to fucking suicide. But I don't want to deal with random bullshit every day. Like, I want to know where I go, everything's going to be the same, just like Cheers. I thought everybody had that fucking dream. They still fought there. So you know what? That's not a good dream. But it's got to be a drama, right? Fuck a drama. That's how I live my life. You know what I told my wife? I was like, the only thing I care about is not any drama. I don't want any drama. Like, that's the only, like, real shit I told her. Like, we had our real moments. Like, people were fucking with us. We had to, like, go get a car that we loaned to somebody that, like, really mistreats her all the time. And I just let it go, dude. Let it go, let it go. And it's really, okay. So, here's the deal. When there's baby daddies involved in shit like that, hold on, guys. I'm trying to see. I can't really see. Everything is blurry. Hold on. I don't know if you can see my screen, but okay. I need to turn this. Okay, we have 12 minutes. I will be making another video. I'm gonna keep making these because here's the thing. If you make me one back, I'll listen to it. As long as you're not cussing me out, I'm not trying to be down on you. I'm talking real shit. If you got a real question, just ask it. Like, I'm not going to be like, that's a dumbass question unless you're trying to be a dumbass. Like, let's keep it real. Like, let's be respectful. Like, you have a real question, I might have a real solution. Because there's a lot of shit that I just have to throw out and never tell you. Because, you know what? It never came up. It never fucking came up. I have answers for shit I don't even know what they're answers for. That's what happened in the beginning. Like I was overloaded. Like, okay, I was just finding out random shit. Like one day I was talking to God. I don't know if I told you this. But God's like, I don't know. We were talking about faith, right? And trust. Like, what is faith and what is trust? You know what trust is? You don't fucking think about any kind of trust issues at all with that person. That's when you trust them. Like, you have no idea they would ever betray you because you would never see that happening. You can't. If you don't have those feelings about the person, you know what? You don't have to say. Unless you're telling someone else that you trust somebody. Because you just do. You never think about it until something happens to not earn your trust. That's how you trust people. That's how you love people. Like, that's how you love people. I love people where they are. And what I'm saying is, if you're like a dick to me, I'll mark you as a dick. And I'll just be like, don't deal with this person. Don't fuck with this guy because he ain't straight up. Don't fuck with her because she always loses this. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm not judging you. I'm just like, okay, that's not working. Like, let's try this. Nope. I'm not calling people out, but when I first was homeless here, like, okay, I was doing everything I could to reach out. Not really. I didn't tell anybody any of the stuff that I'm sharing on Twitter because I already know how that goes. I already know how that goes. I'm not looking for attention. I'm trying to give you information. And I want to know that it's getting out. And that's why I went through a lot of phases. And the reason I love my accounts is because you get to see me go through all of them. So as we're evolving in all these years with you, whatever you want to call it, we're here. We said we fucking hated you. We said we wanted you destroyed. And those things that do not mean anything will come to those things, but of their own means. All we have to do is decide that, you know what, we just want to be us and you guys be you. Like, we're not even marking a you. We're just like, let's go be us. Whatever you're doing is whatever you're doing. Because no one will know. We won't. None of us will know. We'll know what you used to do. And we'll know we'll never let that happen again. If you let a child be raped, or you know that they were, if you fucked a 13-year-old girl and you're a grown-ass man, dude, I'm not saying that you're a pedophile, but you're fucking sick. And how the fuck do other people let you do that? Oh, you're okay with that? Oh, okay. Oh, he takes good care of her? What kind of fucking mom are you? Your daughter's not more than that? Your daughter's not more than a piece of ass for an old man who can go buy hookers, but you gonna give him your daughter? I mean, what do you think that... We don't keep track of that shit. But you might. The God inside of you might actually have that written down, like, you know what, that was fucked up. I don't know what else to say to you, but that was really fucked up. That's when I lost you. That's when you know what? They're not even listening. Like, you fucking did that. When your daughter came to you and said, I've been molested, you're like, don't you ever say that about so-and-so. You fucked up, dude. And I don't think you ever apologized or fixed that. Like, that's your God voice talking to you. Because I'm not going to have that conversation. I already did. I warned you that shit's about to get real, guys. Like, everything's stopping. Like, we're done with these fucking cycles. We realize that, you know what? We don't have to be what you think we are. See their breakdown. Like, you can believe whatever you want about us. Because you're going to. I can't change what you believe about me. All I can do is keep sharing and being me. And that's what people like Eminem and Ariana Grande, and I can't name everybody else because if I leave somebody out, I fucked up. So I'm just gonna say, all of you out there being your own little bit of love, that's not a fucked up love. Like, let's keep it real. Like, no, dude, no, that is not a version of love. Like, just think about the Incas and the sacrifices to the gods and shit. Like, you want to keep those cycles alive? Because some of you would have been sacrifices, I'm sure. Like, especially the pretty ones. Oh, they're like gems. I mean, I'm just saying, guys. Like, this world is fucked up because you don't even care about that stuff. You're like, fuck it. Damn, did you see her cry? I know, that bitch. Dude, why is she not your sister? Why aren't you guys working together? Why is there a competition for women? Do you see how men treat women? I mean, do you see how women allow themselves to be treated when they allow themselves to get beat on? Or just decide, you know what? I'm gonna sell this pussy. It's not priceless. Fuck it. I'm just gonna sell it. It's not special. I don't care about it that much. I don't care about myself. You know what? It's not special. Like, it's just a pussy. Like, anybody has one. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And that's real. And I can't change that. Because that's what you believe. But when you face the truth, I don't know how you're going to deal with that. Like, I don't. Like, you decided, you know what? Fuck special. You can buy me. You know what? I have a price tag. Fuck it. I'm ready. Well, I hope you enjoy what you bought. Because you have to pay for it. You have to pay for the things you've done. And there's only one way to do that. You have to change. There's no way to make up karma. Like, are you kidding? You can't chase karma. Because you don't decide if you fucked up or not in some situations. Like, I caused somebody pain for a year and a half because I told them, well, I wouldn't be with you if I didn't think you were beautiful. Because I wasn't focused enough on how that phrase might come off that she might think, oh my God, if I wake up one day and he thinks I'm ugly, it's over. Like, I didn't want to put that inception inside her head. I didn't intend that. It didn't fucking matter. It hurt her for a year and a half. And think about all the people that you might have hurt just every day, doing everyday things, going to the store, doing whatever, saying your little smart ass comments. Then you don't know how much it hurts them. Like, if you are an emotional person, you know that pain is real. You cannot escape it. No pill you take will get you away from that pain, because whatever effect wears off, it's right fucking there. And you have to fight yourself from reminding you how much pain you're in. That's when you're in fucking pain. That's what suicide is. People just want their pain to end. They feel like it will never end. Like, I don't know if they're getting picked on. I don't know if they did something and they can't forgive themselves. But if it's an innocent suicide, like if it was your emotions, overwhelming you in an innocent fashion, like you weren't like giving up, you were just fucking being consumed, and your emotions won. That's what's happening in this world if you think about it. Evil is everywhere. Everything is evil. And you don't realize it because they're teaching you, oh no, it's okay to do this. It's okay not to care about that. Yeah, we all agree. Yeah, dude, we made it a law. So it's okay to do that. Okay, if you want to live that way, that's fine. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of fucked up shit out there, and I wouldn't suggest it, because that's not the way. Like Jesus said, love God with all your heart and soul. So I don't know why you care what Bob thinks, but I know why you care. But I'm just saying, you might want to change your focus, because what Bob thinks doesn't fucking matter. Oh, until Bob meets his version of God. Then that version might have something to say to him. Because if that version's moving on his love, it's not taking Bob. It's that simple. I don't even know if they'll have a conversation. So have it now and change. Because if you don't change, who gives a fuck? No one will know what happened to you. Ever. Ever. It would be like you never existed, because you don't. Because we're off doing other shit. And that's just the way it is, dude. Like, if you guys don't want to change, you can have this shit. It's nothing. I don't want to go to war with anything. I want to work together. I want to work together. I want to be like, okay, so I have this idea, and you guys know all these technical skills to manifest things in all these infinite fucking dimensions you have. All you need to do is have a universal base that you build all your stuff off of, and there you go. You don't have to create new this and new that. You can create new this and new that in that place, and everybody knows what's new. Everybody's sharing what's new. It's not like, oh, well, I got George and Tom to agree, so we think this is true. Oh, really? The three you scientists decided that this is true. Well, will you look at this for me? Well, do you have another two people that agreed with you? No, this is my own personal, unique idea. I'm the only one who believes it. Will you see if the math matches up? Will you see if it makes logical sense? No, I'm sorry. You're going to have your peers review you. Well, okay. I mean, I know all men are equal, but if I'm being myself, who's my peer? I have to have a peer? Is that required? Can God be my peer? Please, this is what God showed me. Like, I believe God. I'm just trying to show you because I feel like it's important and it can change everything. We can make everything really simple. All these categories just further separate you from the simple truth. There's only 9 numbers. Zero is not a fucking number, it's a symbol from